Hello, everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Pat, trading partners along with Bob Iacino. What an end of quarter move! If it wasn't nailed down, you had to buy it. You bought everything. Buy it all. Buy it all. Buy it all. Whoa, Patrick. Good evening, Anissa. Hey, Tashambi Mitchell. Hope I said that right. Thank you. Yes, it wasn't that big. End of the everyday market goes up 1%. It's free money. Well, that's wonderful, Coco. Happy realized gains Friday, George. Good. Hello, Tom Tom. So, what do we have here? Oh, good afternoon, Connor. What do we have here? You know what? There we go. Quiet. Uh, No, he said it was not. It was his sell was incorrect. He did not say the bear market was over. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, that's why it's not over yet. But that's long term. We're still getting our nice correction. So nice correction. Hey, Rich. Hello, everyone. All right, let's just recap. I can't go on too long. I got to get my dogs out. We're under a tornado watch, and I got to get the dogs out and walked before the bad weather hits, starting in about an hour. So I can't keep this one as long today. We had consumer sentiment coming out worse than expected, but everybody was cheering off the inflation, which consumers expecting a slight drop in inflation. So yay again, but it was really end of quarter trumping everything, and we got rig counts out for all those crude traders. Next week, the biggest thing we have some ISM numbers. We have, remember, no live stream on Sunday. We have ISM numbers again on Wednesday. Jobless claims, of course, on Thursday, but we have unemployment, even though it's Good Friday. Unemployment. All right, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate Friday. So keep that in mind for next week. Again, everything green. Everything green. Every sector green. Consumer cyclical, real estate, comm services, and technology leading the charge higher. All the risk off assets. 50-50 for a rate hike in May. If we look at the probabilities, then it's, again, rate hike, cut, 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 cut. I mean, the markets are and the Fed are still in complete disagreement. Clear all the way into neutral mode, so that's where we sit right now. Through that 75, watching now for that reconnection. Remember yesterday we hit the minimum target for an ABC correction. The key target area and with the harmonics is 4162 to about 4171. So that's where we sit. All right. So I'm watching for a little follow through. We got cycles back at the top on the daily. These have still have to update on the weekly, but weekly could be topping sometime next week. Daily could be topping early next week. So, and we're in clearly overbought conditions. So remember, don't get sucked in. This was a trading move. Remember, we got the A move, B pullback, watching for the C rally. C did really rally today. So that's what my target is for the beginning of next week, this 4162 to 4171. The NASDAQ closing in on the 87.5 from the bigger harmonics. The 87 and a half, 13,333. And then we have 13 about 416. So that's what I'm watching for the target area going into Monday. That's what's key for Monday that I am focusing on. Any pullback at this point would just be to about the high from Wednesday the 22nd, right around 13,075. So I have to double check. The futures aren't. I have to double check all the holiday calendar. I know for Easter Monday, things are closed. Some stuff I believe is closed for Good Friday, but there's still, I double checked the report and it does look, at least in, this country sort of shrugs off Easter. When I lived in Europe, it was like everything was shut down. When I lived in Switzerland and, Easter rolled around, literally there was one, in my town, there was one pharmacy open for emergency, and that was it. That whole 4 days. That was it. What do you mean, when will the Fed start QT? They're still in QT. So, all right, I'm done. There we go. That's quiet now. So, Dow. The Dow, I'm going to flip this. Let me just redraw them so they're a different color. Remember from the bigger, why did that come unhinged again? Oops, wrong ones. Wrong ones, sorry about that. I got to re-anchor the other ones. But next major target for the Dow is about 33,875. Let me re-anchor these while I'm at here. 33,875. We're sitting at a little key resistance area. So until we break above 33,580, I'm not going to target that. But on a break above 580, I'm going to target that. That will be the target. The pullback area now I'd utilize in the short term is this 33,333 harmonic that it went through today. Russell finally breaking out. The easy target is 1827 to 1830 with cycles at the top almost overbought, so we could see some major resistance up there. Key support now coming in is 1798 to 1800. No fear in the VIX. The DAX closing in on the next 15,858, then 15,996 target areas. Notes surprisingly, and this was another thing with the notes and the yields dropping today. Which, you know what, these markets are still in complete non-agreement with the Fed. So it's actually fascinating with a rotation up entry. So watching for some follow through next week again. Rotation down entry on the 10-year yields. This hasn't invalidated the potential double bottom yet, but we'll watch for that to be invalidated. And the 2 years, we still have a little mini double top that is not confirmed or triggered. Dollar index holding at that 75% harmonic. If we can get really close above 102.40, we'll watch for a follow-through rally potentially to 102.83 and then a possible trigger of the double. But really need to see how this acts beginning of next week because it is against the rotation zone. Crude continuing to rally up, very overbought. Cycles at the top. So it's still in trailing mode into major consolidation again. No new fantastic signals there. Natty gas. This is not we don't have a long-term bottom. This is just trying to carve out some key support. Remember, it's at some major support here. We're at some major support in this area. It's going to take a fair amount to get this into a sell mode. But does that mean it's a strong just buy it? It's going to rip higher? No. Now, if it did trigger a double, it'd be interesting. Or if we got at least a longer term buy pattern. Weekly cycles aren't at the bottom yet. And daily cycles, this is all. They're getting towards the top again. And this is all it's been able to pop. So yeah, you could get some follow through the upside. But, this is not where I find good reward to risk. Gold, still with that triple top. Not much there today. Copper, I'm still watching for that breakout above this. We got a nice horizontal shelf forming. Currencies, pullback in the euro, but nothing major. I'm going to watch for to see what happens. Just like the dollar, a little rally today, pullback in the euro. I'm going to need to watch for follow through on Monday. Same thing with pound because of quarter end positioning. Bitcoin still in consolidation. Tesla breakout today, now watching for us to hit 211 virtually to about 216, which would form, we're already in a potential massive weekly double top pattern now, but long way off from triggering. So also remember about 214. So really a magnet is this 50 on the, we should get the delivery numbers also coming up. 214. to about 215.50 is the next magnet going higher there. So gold is forming my favorite pattern at the triangle. At least this one's an ascending triangle, because now gold holding the rotation zone. So if it's going to break out, I don't mind ascending triangles as much, but there's not a great short into here because we have multiple stopping points. But the breakout of this could be very nice, above 2005 again, with the rotation zone after cycles getting back to the bottom and working off some overbought condition. So unless we really get that close below 1936, it now still favors a bullish break higher. What else do we have? In terms of Apple, the potential double top, which never confirmed or triggered. I always have to say that because people say, you said there was a potential double top. Yeah, but it never confirmed or triggered, so it's off the table. Now we're closing in on the next key target area. So again, very overbought in terms of weekly cycles getting to the top and overbought on the weekly. So we'll watch for a slowdown in momentum, but nothing yet. Microsoft, remember the double was invalidated, so filling the gap finally from all the way back in August, watching for this 292 area. Nvidia still has the double top in place. Looks like it's getting less and less likely because we're still in trailing, but what is the PE to this now? 157. Oh, this is going to be so fun at some point. So Nvidia is still chugging along. AMD, we still do have a potential mini head and shoulders, no double top in there yet, but none of these have triggered any bearish moves yet. So you got to stay, from my perspective, in trailing mode. You got to stay there, you know? Until we get something to roll over and trigger. I didn't want INT. I wanted Intel, which can a little gap down today and then continued its power move higher. So what else do we have? Meta. Again, oh, Meta, by the way, no more double there. The next key, we're into the next key major target on Meta is about 220. There just isn't a lot of bearish. There aren't things are getting very overbought and very extended. Google's still in the range. That's the only thing. Do we have a potential double top here yet? Again, even comm services, not yet, but we'll be watching for this, a little follow through to that potential double top next week. Nothing bearish in sight, although things are getting very overextended. Very overextended, but that does not mean that it's a magical sell. That means that it's a great time to trail. Would not be chasing things based off cycles at chasing them higher to initiate new positions. I would at least be waiting for some kind of pullback. Hey, options 22. All right. That pretty much wraps it up. So, again, I will not be here on Sunday, so we sort of have our preview. I'll do anything else with wrap-ups Monday morning or anything else I see. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I'll chat with you all next week. Sorry, this is, again, for the people joining late, we're under a tornado watch, and I got to get all the 5 dogs out before the really bad weather starts hitting in about 40 minutes now. So sorry. All right, Dark Screen Bingo wants to bounce. Fantastic. With that, I shall talk to everyone later. Bye for now.